Hello, everybody. In the middle of all the destruction in Portland, we saw the regular season debut of the Terry Stotts Wheel Plays. Here's a classic version. We've got one player running a loop in this direction, and on the backside we have someone running in the opposite direction. So it looks like they're running in a big wheel, and also it comes from a basketball offense called the wheel offense. The ball handler up top has to read the play to see who's open, and the first option is Looney is setting this nice screen for De'Anthony Melton, who flares away from Kyle Anderson here, and the first option is for Kyle Anderson to throw a pass over the top. And if that doesn't work, the other half of the wheel here has Moses Moody taking this pin-in screen from Jonathan Kuminga, and that would be the second read. But in this case, there's no need for complications. Melton is open. The defender is the large Donovan Clingen, so he's just pointing to his teammate saying, hey man, you gotta go get him. Unfortunately, his teammate is saying, I need help. I've just slammed into the wall of Looney, and that leaves De'Anthony Melton completely open. Donovan Clingen does try his best to get out here, but it is too late. Here's a wheel play from Terry Stotts' time as the head coach in Portland. The first cutter gets this flare screen. On the backside, Seth Curry, of all people, comes and gets this pin down screen. So when this option doesn't materialize, it's time to go to option 2 here. And it's a really nice option 2 when you've got a shooter like Seth Curry. So back to tonight's game. The Warriors run wheel again. Here's Buddy Hield taking the first screen, and he's going to loop around and get this flare screen from Podziemski. Podziemski is usually the person telling everyone else where to go on the play, but in this case, he's a little bit late setting the screen. Steph is looking to see how this flare screen develops, but it becomes pretty clear this is not going to happen, so he goes to option 2, which is the other side of the wheel. Unfortunately for the Warriors, this is not Seth Curry coming off the pin, it's Draymond Green, so he's hardly going to catch and shoot, so what are we going to do now? The Warriors say, no problem, let's flow straight into our classic offense, the split cut. So Draymond feeds the post passer. Draymond setting this cross screen, Steph cutting this way. Draymond makes a fantastic surprise cut straight to the basket. If Trayce was ready for it, he could have just passed it to Draymond and this would have been a dunk. And there's Draymond waving for it, saying, I'm totally open, man. But Trayce decided no one ever got fired for giving the ball to Steph Curry, so he does a dribble handoff with Steph. Steph coming around the side. His defender has to avoid this Trayce screen. Ayton has been defending Trayce, but he feels like he has to hedge out on Steph to contain him. Two defenders saying, Steph, play with us forever and ever and ever. And Steph says, no way, and dumps the ball off to Trayce. Draymond's cut was not in vain. It did draw two defenders to him, and so that gives Trayce a very big runway to go up and set the record straight. So I didn't see that many plays from the Terry Stotts playbook, but I guess they're gonna bring them in slowly as the season goes along. And maybe in a 30-point blowout, you don't need to show every single play you've got. I can't resist talking about one more play. This play, Wiggins tries to feed Trayce for what looks like the beginning of a split cut, but this ball just goes awry. Clingen almost steals it. There's all kinds of shuffling, and Trayce, with his fast hands, comes up with it, and Rayan Rupert, to his credit, he does kind of try to contest this, which makes it look so much cooler. That means it is time for an instant celebration audit. Let's see, we've got Looney going for a classic two-handed raise the roof celebration, very nice. Lindy Waters patting his head in the NBA tradition of saying that you bounce the ball off of someone's cranium. Santos here with the arms out, miming being blown back with a lot of force into his teammates. I thought Steph was doing his raise the roof, but with all 4 of his limbs, so going full quadruped on the roof. But I think we have to rewind this and see what's happening. Okay, Steph, though, getting the award for first celebrator. He's actually grabbing Buddy Hield's arm and trying to pull him down. Yeah, I thought this was Steph's raise the roof, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad edition, but actually I think this is just a good old-fashioned conniption. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I promise I'll do better next time.